playoff picture.
Okay.
And I've got a question for you. You cannot say no one. That cannot be your answer.
Okay.
The question, of course, the Bucks boasting the best record in the NBA. So let's fast forward. April, May, June. In this Eastern Conference playoff picture, who's the biggest challenger to the Bucks?
I would have to say Boston. And the reason I would say Boston instead of Toronto is anytime you take a guy like Kawhi Leonard, who was the focal point of a lot of things in Toronto, it takes time for that adjustment to kind of take place. Boston seems the most ready. They're the most mature. They know who they are. When I look at those teams and I look at the places that they are right now, when I think of Boston, I think of an organization, a team that they know what they are going in the final second part of the season. When I see Philadelphia play, they're a team that night to night you could say they're going to be the team, but then you try to figure out, do they know who they are? Boston, I would say they would be the next one.
The Sixers, though, a team that many thought coming into this season could be the team that represented the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals. But Tobias Harris was asked at what point he'd be concerned about where they are in the standings, and he said about 10 games ago.
To me, it should be Philadelphia as the biggest threat to them. They are the best built to handle that, the size across the front line, the ability to switch and guard, and to me, it's just not. And so I'm going to go with Toronto.
Okay.
Corporate knowledge, the experience. I think Marc Gasol is a big part of that. He needs to be injury-free. But they've got guys who have played together for a while. They play the right way, and they have a little chip on their shoulder, too. Everybody wrote them off with Kawhi leaving. They've had a terrific season. I think Nick Nurse would be a candidate for Coach of the Year. And so I take Toronto.
Let's take a look at what's coming up on NBA TV. Center Court is Monday, and we've got a doubleheader. A couple of good games, Sixers and Heat. Speaking of a couple of teams in the Eastern Conference that could be getting ready for the Eastern Conference playoff picture, it's followed by the Spurs and Clippers. Your coverage, those continues at 7 with the Auto Trader pregame show. When we come back, we've got more from around the league on this 10-game Saturday, including a knee sprain for Kyrie Irving. We'll have an update from Coach Kenny Atkinson following the game. And no Luka, no Porzingis. How did Trae Young do in Dallas? The highlights will continue next.